A lot of our Muslims are not into the field of mental health, and it's a personal jihad I took upon myself. Jihad means a personal commitment, not the killing of people and removing their head. Unfortunately, that's what the media has made people do. So jihad is personal fight, like when you're fighting for something good. Okay. So I took it upon myself that I would mentor young women, Muslim, non-Muslim. As it stands now, I have both Muslims and non-Muslim mentees who are yet to get their license to start practicing as full-time psychologists, and I'm happy. When somebody says you're not good enough, you tell yourself, I am so good enough for myself. I am a progressive being, meaning you're constantly working on your flaws, you're constantly improving, you're doing something right, okay? Find reasons to appreciate. So the peer factor is critical. I got that a lot, and especially when I told you that I had some form of bullying. Imagine what that could have done to my confidence level. It was starting to make me coil in, feel like, what's wrong with me? Why are they always on me? Why? Because they could look at me with a new bag and say, your bag is as ugly as you. And I'm like, but everybody tells me I'm cute. Like, why are these ones? You understand? And then they will tell you, if you don't know and we hear it at home, you're in trouble. And the only reason why I don't say it at home was because growing up, I spoke less. I'm a very observant person, so I would watch you closely, and then I would determine whether it's a good time to talk to you or not. And it was just a natural thing. So I could tell if my mom didn't look so happy, maybe market didn't go well, and I say, why should I overburden her with a sad story? Then I would swallow in. So that's, and you would have a lot of people like with that kind of personality, okay, where they feel for the other person, so they don't want to overburden. Next door, I remember a young girl we were growing up with was defiled as I was a young girl, and I remember an attempt on myself. I was outside the house. I was just asked to drop something, and just there, a man almost snatched me. I don't know how I screamed to the extent that in the house people heard my loud voice, and that was how. So that traumatized me, and I would stop going around for a long time and things like that. So sometimes the security, okay, it was also a threat because it affected me in one way or the other. I want to now move out with only my brother. I would have to move out with somebody. Growing up was fun, alhamdulillah. I grew up from a very humble home. I don't use the word poverty, but it is what it is. There were times where feeding was tough. I'll be frank with you. I sold in the Nima markets. When I talk, people are like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I did. I sold ice water, not pure water, ice water at the time. Outside myself was so neat and clean that they were like, who sells this water? Like the way people carry the water is just too neat. My mom was like, OCD with cleanliness. So we would present everything neatly in the flags. I sold ice cream, and I did all this to support my parents, because my dad was like mostly jumping from one end to the other because of the nature of what he was doing. So my mom was almost always the one that we would watch. Okay, we don't see money in her coffers, it means we need to go out and get something to support. So all those was there, but the childhood itself was fun. It was a very free one with a very free spirited. So growing up in Nima, alhamdulillah, it was good blooming season. When things happen around that time, it's an opportunity to let go. Okay, quickly look around. Okay, Hassan there is Hassan here, there is Majid here, there is Kamal here. Okay, out of the three of them, shortlist them. The same way they are looking at you to shortlist you if you don't know. They are. Men shortlist women, right? We have a brother here, they do. And it is what it is. So you need to shortlist them as well. Like, okay, well, I also like this in this guy, that. Okay, out of the three, I'm shortlisting to two. Out of the two, this person's iman seems to be a little bit much better than this person. And apart from the iman, don't get it twisted. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned iman and he mentioned responsibility. Now, responsibility in Arabic language is not just money, and it encompasses character. It encompasses personality, attitude. How is he like when you see him among friends? That's how you shortlist. So when you see him in groups, you can't be chasing him everywhere. You put guys to do that for you. Your brothers, if you have some, if you don't have, and you have your brother's friends, put them to do those things for you. Your father, if he's around, your wali can do that. How is this guy like in public? Maybe in public he likes slapping people. He would slap indoors. You understand? Yes, like he's aggressive, he doesn't have patience, he doesn't know where he is, he breaks down anywhere. You understand? Things like that are things to look out for if you can't match that personality. Other women maybe your personality might conflict with that person. So then you know that, okay, this guy, no way. Once he qualifies, allow. You know what, come and see my parents and get things done. You are not going to get 100% perfect man because you are not perfect. So don't keep postponing perfection and looking for perfection. We are not to be perfect in the deen, and I can say the same for Christianity. I'm a theology student as well, currently studying Islam, Christianity and Islam. So and I do that because of the nature of my work. So I make everybody comfortable. So I'm currently a theology student as well. So I can say that for that. It's not asking you to be perfect, but look forward to it. But don't say you are perfect because you're not. Okay, so on that way you would be able to find somebody. Okay, and once you find that somebody, let things grow between you two. I told you my experience. My husband was not my friend before we got married. I'll be frank. So when people are saying marry your best friend, I'm like, okay, maybe I missed out. Sorry. I can't say I was his best friend, but I knew like he was so into me, but I can't say because he had like his buddy. Yeah. That would do. But he would always talk to me about any and everything. And I think for me, that's a definition of a best friend. When I can say what's going on in your life, when I know when you're moody and I know how to kick some energy back into you, I think that is a relationship of best friends, you understand? So the outside world has a big definition of who you should marry. But like I told you, it's about you. Who do you want to be with, okay?